Hi. I wasn't sure if I was connected because it said poor connection. Some hair is stuck on my face. Okay, so good evening. How are you? Today I want to talk about a topic that has always been on my mind. And I've always struggled with this topic. I don't know if anyone else has this problem, but I know one thing. If I thought of it, there's someone else out there in the world who has thought this too, because there's nothing new under the sun. So here was my dilemma. I always wondered, and it says so in this book, I always wondered what this means. Who is really rich? A person who is happy with whatever he has. So that always made me think, so like if I'm happy with what I have, doesn't that mean I should not strive for more? In my head, that means I should just be content, right? Like this is it. This is my lot in life. I should just be okay with that. So every time I'm striving for more, that implies that I'm not happy with where I'm at, right? Always bothered me, this question. Anyway, today I was walking to work. It was very early in the morning. It was like before 7 a.m. and it was stunning. And I had this moment of wow, right? I'm sure you guys have experienced this, like especially today was gorgeous. It's gorgeous outside. I love today. It's just a beautiful day. And then it got me thinking, like, I don't even know like what today holds. How do I already love it? How do I already like have so much value in today? I haven't even experienced it. And then I had this like aha moment, and I thought, it's not so much that I value this moment as much as I value the potential of today. There's so much potential in opportunities and things that might happen in today. Hi, Mom. My mom is watching. So, anyway, this got me thinking even more. If I'm happy with the potential of today, it also may be the case that I'm happy with my garden that I got. Let's say God gave me this piece. This is my little square piece of my garden in life. I'm happy with this piece, even though there are weeds, even though there's like not much growth. Why am I happy? I'm happy with the potential of what it's capable of yielding. So when I'm looking at this plant, garden, when I'm looking at this relationship, when I'm looking at this work or this education that I'm experiencing, all of that, I may not be in a great space right now, but I understand the potential of how wonderful it could be. Now, moving forward, I was reading this book. Guys, this is an amazing book. This way, sorry. Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl. Some of you have recommended that I read this book when I posted. Sorry, my nose is itching. Sorry. Some of you have recommended that I read this book, and I decided to read it. Every line that I've read is full of like mind-boggling woes. And he writes here, the meaning of love on page 111. Okay, listen to this. By his love, he is enabled to see the essential traits and features in the beloved person. And even more, he sees that which is potential in him, which is not yet actualized, but yet ought to be actualized. What does that mean? I had to read this a few times to get it. It means when you love someone, you understand what they're capable of in their potential. You love their potential and interpret that for yourself. To really grow as a human being, you have to love yourself. Why? Because that is the only way you will be able to actualize your potential. That's the only way you'll be able to see it. He said this. He went through the Holocaust for 4 years in Auschwitz and all these other horrible, horrible experiences that he's experienced. And it all comes down to this topic, loving yourself. And I connect this to my own personal journey. In the last year, I have experienced a lot of physical transformation. Not as much as my husband. He lost like a ton of weight and he looks freaking amazing. I actually have a before and after picture, which I want to show him. It's unbelievable. Maybe I will post it on Facebook also. My own transformation was that after I had my 4th baby, I had this labrum tear in my hip, and in my other hip I had problems, in my back I had problems. I needed physical therapy. I had needed all those things for years, okay? I had needed all of that, but I had just been kind of like, whatever. How many of us have done this, where we're kind of like pushing aside our own needs, what we need? Why do we do that? This past year, I understood that about myself. I just learned to love myself again more, and that's when I realized I deserve to take care of myself, because I have so much opportunities with this one body. I saw the potential in it, you know, because I loved myself. And now I'm working with a few people to get them on their health track. Same conversations are happening. And with my husband, the same thing. That picture, that after picture that I took, is really the same picture he had in his mind before he lost the weight. What does that mean? He saw the potential in his weight loss. Any person who's striving to lose weight, they see the potential in what they could look like. And they lose that potential because they're not focused on loving themselves and growing their own self-love. What does that mean? That means at the end of the day, when you screw up, and there will be screw-ups, guys. You will eat the cake because it's delicious. There will be screw-ups. At the end of the day, you don't focus on the screw-ups and you don't beat yourself up. You say, you know what? I am growing, and I ate something good today too, and I did something positive, and I walked more than I did yesterday. And you focus on the flower that you're planting, and you're watching that little seed grow, as opposed to all the weeds that are tumbling around. Yes, this is your garden. Love it. Recognize that it has so much potential. And when you start to value that potential, it starts to grow, and you start to get healthier, and you start to focus on what really matters. Not that you suck at this, because God knows we all suck at something, but God had a plan for you. He had a vision. That vision for you was so beautiful, so great. It was that potential. He sees that potential in us. That's why it says in all the Bible, God loves us, right? He loves us. He's forgiving. He's a forgiving God. He's a loving God. Where does that all come down to? It all comes down to he sees our potential. And you know what? You got to see your own potential too. Look at whatever your relationship is, or your weight gaining, whatever is not perfect in your life. Find something that works in it. See the beauty in yourself in that situation. See the flower in that garden that's filled with tons of other things that you don't like. And slowly but surely, you will see it grow. But it only comes when you recognize the potential of it. It can't happen if you're just like, nothing will come of this. It doesn't mean to be happy with what you have, that you should just be like, this is as much as it's gonna come to, right? That's called depression. That's called you lost a vision for your life and you just kind of like flat about it. That's not what this is, to be happy with what you have. To be happy with what you have means to recognize the potential of your whole life, of everything. So I just wanted to share that message with you, because I was walking down the street today and it just clicked in my head that I don't know what the day holds, but I love it, because I recognize that there's something valuable and there's potential in the opportunities of today. So I hope that made sense to you. I wanted to just wish you a wonderful day, and hi everyone who came in. Have a beautiful, blessed night. Okay, bye.